upon a time, in a grand kingdom nestled between rolling emerald hills and shimmering, winding rivers, there lived a princess named Liana. She was renowned throughout the land, not for her radiant beauty, though her golden hair cascaded like sunlight and her sapphire eyes sparkled like the clearest skies, nor for her gentle heart, though she was kind to all who crossed her path. No, Princess Liana was famous for something far less admirable, her astounding, unwavering laziness. Each morning, as the first light of dawn crept over the castle's towering stone walls, the kingdom awoke in a flurry of activity. Servants bustled through marble halls, scrubbing floors and polishing chandeliers until they gleamed. Cooks filled the kitchens with the mouth-watering aroma of fresh-baked bread and sizzling meats, preparing grand feasts fit for royalty. Knights clad in gleaming armor clanged swords in the courtyards, their shouts echoing through the air as they honed their skills. But Princess Liana? She remained curled up in her vast canopied bed, nestled among a mountain of soft embroidered pillows and silken sheets as delicate as spiders' webs. The warmth of her bed and the comforting lull of distant castle sounds were her sanctuary. Whenever a maid dared to gently rouse her, Liana would groan, pull the covers over her head and mumble, "Just 5 more minutes," though those minutes often stretched into hours. Her parents, King Aldrich and Queen Alara, were at their wits' end. They adored their daughter deeply, but her lethargy was a source of great concern. They tried every conceivable method to inspire her. They gifted her the finest, swiftest horses in hopes she'd take up riding. They summoned the kingdom's most brilliant tutors to ignite her curiosity and teach her the wonders of the world. They even hosted lavish balls, inviting the handsomest princes from far and wide, thinking perhaps love would stir her from her slothful ways. But nothing worked. Liana found ingenious ways to avoid all forms of exertion. When presented with a new horse, she would admire its beauty from afar, but claim it was too much trouble to saddle. When tutors arrived, she would feign exhaustion, claiming she needed one more nap to focus. Even the charms of dashing princes couldn't lure her from her beloved bed. One day, as desperation seeped into every corner of the castle, a mysterious old woman appeared at the gates. She was cloaked in tattered robes, her hair a wild halo of silver, and her eyes twinkled like stars in the night sky. She claimed to be a wise sorceress with knowledge that could help the princess. Though skeptical, King Aldrich and Queen Alara's desperation outweighed their doubts, and they invited her into the castle. The sorceress was led to Liana's lavish chambers, where the princess lounged as usual. The old woman approached with a serene grace, her presence commanding yet gentle. "Princess," the sorceress spoke, her voice a soft melody that seemed to dance on the air. "I bring you a gift, a magical mirror. This mirror does not merely reflect your appearance, but reveals your true potential, the person you could become." Liana, intrigued despite herself, reluctantly reached for the mirror. As her gaze met her reflection, she gasped softly. The image staring back at her was both familiar and foreign. This version of herself was radiant, her posture proud and eyes alight with passion. She saw herself galloping through enchanted forests, her laughter mingling with the wind. She led her people with wisdom and courage, stood tall on distant shores as an adventurer, and shone brighter than any star in the night sky. "This can't be me," Liana whispered, her voice laced with disbelief. "It could be," the sorceress replied, her eyes glinting with knowing. "If you choose to rise from this bed and embrace the world beyond these walls." For the first time, a flicker of something unfamiliar stirred within Liana, a yearning, a curiosity. But old habits die hard. She set the mirror aside, convincing herself it was but a trick, a mere illusion. That night, however, sleep eluded her. The image from the mirror haunted her dreams. She saw herself conquering fears, lending a hand to those in need, and discovering the beauty and thrill of life beyond the castle. When dawn finally broke, the room felt stuffy, and her once beloved bed felt like a prison of silk and down. To the astonishment of the entire castle, Princess Liana rose with the sun. She dressed herself, an act she'd never deigned to do, choosing a simple yet elegant gown. She stepped into the castle gardens, the cool morning dew kissing her bare feet, and breathed in the crisp, fragrant air. Every flower, every bird's song felt like a new discovery. Days turned into weeks, and Liana's transformation became the talk of the kingdom. She took up archery, her aim precise and steady. She learned to navigate by the stars, charting courses across uncharted lands. She accompanied knights on their quests, facing challenges with bravery and wit. She discovered a profound passion for helping her people, resolving disputes with fairness, and improving the kingdom's lands and resources. One day, while riding through a dense, whispering forest, Liana stumbled upon the old sorceress again, sitting beneath an ancient oak. She dismounted and approached with heartfelt gratitude. "Thank you for the mirror," Liana said, her voice strong and warm. "It changed my life." The sorceress smiled, her eyes gleaming with pride. "The mirror only showed what was always within you, princess. It was you who chose to change." Liana returned to the castle, forever transformed. When it was her time to ascend the throne, she ruled with wisdom, vigor, and a heart full of compassion. Her reign became legendary, a time of prosperity and joy. Though she still cherished the occasional lazy morning, she never allowed it to define her again. And so, the lazy princess became the legend of a queen who discovered that life's greatest treasures lie beyond the comfort of a soft bed.